Goldie Hawn, a beloved icon whose smile and charm have captivated generations, has finally opened up about a deeply personal chapter of her life. At 79, she is breaking decades of silence, revealing a truth about love, desire, and connection that fans never expected. For years, the public has speculated about her relationships, wondering who truly touched her heart and who could meet the unique needs of someone as vibrant and independent as Goldie. Now, she is speaking openly, sharing the one person who, in her words, truly satisfied her. This revelation isn't about scandal or gossip, it's about honesty, vulnerability, and the lifetime of experiences that shaped her understanding of intimacy. Goldie's career has always placed her in the spotlight, but much of her personal life remained private, leaving fans to fill in the gaps with speculation. Her new admission sheds light on the choices she made, the people she loved, and the rare connection that left a lasting impact on her life. What makes this confession remarkable is its sincerity. At an age when many reflect quietly on the past, Goldie has chosen to be candid, offering insights that are as emotional as they are enlightening. This is more than a headline, it's a glimpse into the heart of a woman who has lived boldly, loved deeply, and now, finally, shares the truth behind the stories that followed her for decades. Goldie Hawn's life has always been a fascinating blend of glamour, talent, and independence. From her breakthrough on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In to her iconic film roles, she captured hearts with her charm, wit, and magnetic personality. Yet behind the bright lights and smiles, Goldie carefully protected her personal life, revealing only what she chose to share. For decades, fans speculated about her relationships, wondering which men had truly connected with her on a deeper level. Her latest admission at 79 sheds unprecedented light on this private world, revealing not only the one person who satisfied her but also the standards she held for intimacy and emotional fulfillment. Throughout her life, Goldie has been selective in love, not because of fame or status, but because of a desire for genuine connection. She has often emphasized the importance of chemistry, respect, and understanding in a relationship. While many of her romances captured headlines, she now clarifies that true satisfaction went beyond surface-level attraction or celebrity allure. It involved trust, emotional depth, and an alignment of personalities that is rare, especially in Hollywood, where the pressures of fame can complicate intimacy. Goldie's acknowledgement also highlights the challenges of balancing personal desires with a high-profile career. As a leading actress, she navigated constant public attention, media speculation, and professional commitments that left little space for private exploration of relationships. Amid this, finding someone who could meet her emotional and personal needs was no simple task. Many relationships that appeared romantic on the surface, she now admits, lacked the depth and understanding she ultimately sought. Furthermore, this revelation underscores Goldie's courage in being candid. Speaking openly about satisfaction and intimacy is rarely easy, particularly for someone who has spent decades in the public eye. By sharing this truth, she reframes the narrative of her personal life from rumor and speculation to lived experience. She honors her journey, acknowledging both the joys and disappointments of love, and demonstrates that personal fulfillment is a deeply individual pursuit that cannot be measured by public perception. Ultimately, Goldie Hawn's admission is not just about romantic satisfaction, it is about authenticity. It is a reflection of a woman who has lived fully, loved selectively, and is now unafraid to speak her truth. This honesty resonates because it combines vulnerability with strength, showing that even a life lived in the spotlight does not diminish the complexity of human desire and the need for meaningful connection. Fans now have a clearer understanding of Goldie's values, her standards, and the rare person who earned a place in her heart in a way that no one else could. Goldie Hawn's revelation also provides insight into how her personal and professional lives often intersected. In Hollywood, the boundaries between career and romance can blur, making it challenging to discern genuine connection from opportunistic interest. Goldie has now clarified that despite numerous high-profile relationships, true satisfaction was never about appearances or social status. The person she refers to stood out not because of fame, wealth, or public image, but because of a rare ability to understand her completely, emotionally, intellectually, and personally. This distinction explains why, despite her many suitors, only one relationship truly resonated at a profound level. She also touches on the emotional intelligence required to form such a bond. In the entertainment industry, it is easy for relationships to be shallow or transactional. Goldie's standards were rooted in the belief that intimacy requires empathy, patience, and mutual respect. The person who satisfied her met these criteria consistently, offering not just affection, but a deep understanding of her needs, fears, and dreams. This combination of emotional attunement and compatibility is rarely found, which makes her admission all the more significant. Moreover, Goldie's candid discussion reveals the courage it took to maintain boundaries throughout her life. She did not settle for relationships that failed to meet her emotional standards, even if they offered public approval or convenience. Hollywood often rewards compromise in personal matters for the sake of appearances, but Goldie prioritized authenticity over validation. In doing so, she navigated the delicate balance between career and personal happiness, often making difficult choices that few outside her inner circle could fully appreciate. This revelation also reframes the way fans view her past romances. While tabloids and media speculation may have painted a picture of a life filled with fleeting relationships, Goldie's perspective emphasizes depth over quantity. Her life demonstrates that emotional fulfillment cannot be rushed or forced. By identifying the one person who genuinely satisfied her, she sets an example of patience, self-respect, and the value of emotional alignment. Finally, this admission highlights the universality of her experience. Regardless of fame or circumstance, Goldie Hawn's story resonates because it underscores a fundamental human truth: the need for genuine connection. Her candor invites reflection, not just on her past, but on the importance of seeking relationships that nurture, inspire, and fulfill. In a world that often prioritizes visibility over intimacy, her words are a powerful reminder that personal satisfaction comes from compatibility, understanding, and authentic emotional connection, qualities that transcend celebrity and time. Goldie Hawn's reflection also touches on the deeper emotional lessons she has learned throughout her life. Fame and success can create a seductive illusion that happiness or fulfillment will follow automatically, but Goldie has shown that this is rarely the case. True satisfaction, she emphasizes, comes from a combination of trust, mutual respect, and shared values, elements that cannot be bought, performed, or achieved through external validation. The person she refers to fulfilled all of these criteria, offering her a sense of completeness that few others could. She also discusses how timing and maturity played a role in recognizing this unique connection. Over the years, she experienced relationships that, while meaningful in their own way, lacked the profound alignment she ultimately sought. It was only through life experience, self-awareness, and personal growth that she was able to discern what truly satisfied her emotionally and spiritually. This perspective highlights the importance of patience and introspection in forming lasting connections, particularly for someone whose life has been lived under constant public scrutiny. Another important aspect of her revelation involves the balance between independence and intimacy. Goldie has always been celebrated for her independence, her career choices. Her lifestyle and her personal ethos reflect a woman who values autonomy. Yet, the relationship she describes demonstrates that independence does not preclude deep emotional fulfillment. The one person who satisfied her respected her independence while providing a connection rooted in understanding, support, and compatibility. This balance, rare in any relationship, underscores the sophistication and thoughtfulness with which Goldie approaches love. Goldie also addresses the courage it took to speak openly about such a personal topic. At 79, many might shy away from discussing intimate details of past relationships, particularly those involving satisfaction and desire. However, her decision to share this truth reflects both bravery and authenticity. By doing so, she reclaims her narrative, shifting the conversation from rumor and speculation to personal truth. It also sends a message to audiences that it is possible to speak honestly about one's experiences without fear of judgment, even in a society that often scrutinizes women's personal lives. Finally, her reflection serves as a reminder that true satisfaction, emotional, personal, or romantic, is rarely superficial. Goldie Hawn's revelation is not about scandal or titillation. It is about highlighting the rare and meaningful connections that shape our lives. By admitting who truly satisfied her, she invites audiences to appreciate the depth and complexity of human relationships, illustrating that the most fulfilling experiences are grounded in trust, respect, and genuine understanding. In the final reflection on Goldie Hawn's admission, the significance of her revelation becomes even clearer. This isn't merely a celebrity confession. It is a deeply human story about understanding, patience, and the pursuit of genuine connection. By identifying the one person who truly satisfied her, Goldie illuminates a truth that resonates far beyond Hollywood. Emotional and personal fulfillment is rare, valuable, and worth waiting for. Her story reminds us that no level of fame, beauty, or success can replace the profound satisfaction that comes from being truly understood and cherished. Goldie also emphasizes that this satisfaction was multidimensional. It wasn't just physical or superficial. It involved emotional intimacy, intellectual connection, and shared values. The person she refers to was able to meet her at all levels, offering a bond that honored her individuality while creating unity. In a life that often demanded compromise, performance, and public persona, this rare alignment provided balance and authenticity. It explains why, despite a lifetime of relationships and attention, only one person held this unique place in her heart. Moreover, her openness underscores the courage and wisdom that come with age. At 79, Goldie Hawn speaks from a lifetime of experience, having navigated love, fame, and personal growth. She challenges conventional expectations of privacy and propriety, showing that vulnerability and honesty can coexist with dignity and respect. In sharing her truth, she provides a roadmap for understanding that fulfillment is personal and subjective, and that it should never be sacrificed for appearances or societal approval. Her reflection also invites audiences to reconsider assumptions about relationships in Hollywood. Often, celebrity romances are portrayed as glamorous, fleeting, or superficial. Goldie's admission challenges this narrative, demonstrating that even in the spotlight, the search for authentic satisfaction remains a deeply personal journey. By highlighting the qualities she valued, trust, emotional intelligence, compatibility, and understanding, she elevates the conversation from gossip to meaningful insight about human connection. Ultimately, Goldie Hawn's revelation is a testament to living authentically. It highlights the courage to honor one's own standards, the wisdom to recognize true compatibility, and the patience to wait for a connection that genuinely fulfills. Her story reminds us that satisfaction in life, love, and relationships is not about quantity, fame, or status, but about depth, understanding, and mutual respect. By finally speaking her truth, Goldie offers both inspiration and clarity, showing that the most meaningful connections are often the ones that are rare, sincere, and enduring.